Hello sports fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Wrestling America Federation Thursday Throwdown here on Board Sports Network. We've got another action-packed show for you this evening. We've got 6 matches on the card tonight, along with the Honky Tonk Bar as we get set up for our first major show of the year here in 10 days with Super Showdown number 1. Let's go ahead and go down to ringside and get tonight's action underway. For our first match of the evening, it will be a singles pinfall match between Chief Wahoo and Big Dog Dickerson. Big Dog Dickerson making his way down to the ring, standing 6'1", 235 pounds from Troy, Michigan. And his opponent this evening, standing 6'3", 245 pounds from Tuba City, Arizona. He is Fred Begay, better known as Chief Wahoo. Let's go ahead and see what happens pre-match. We will go to highlight reel O. #24. Underdog wrestler Big Dog Dickerson is highly upset after reading disparaging news article increased grudge grade by 3 points. So the newspaper recently had a story on him and how he has not been much of a factor in the Wrestling America Federation, and with these new TV contracts these new contracts coming up related to the TV deal that the Wrestling America Federation got, they are not sure whether or not he's even going to be a factor in this federation going forward, and he is not liking that. But let's go ahead and get the action underway as we have Smart, and that'll go to Big Dog Dickerson with a space driver for 3 points. Out to an early lead over Chief Wahoo. Helped, nobody is helped. Agile, that will be Chief Wahoo as he performs a monkey flip and reverse jawbreaker for 3 points of his own. Mean, Chief Wahoo is not mean. We'll go ahead and flip it. Is Big Dog Dickerson agile? No, he is not. We'll go to the next one. TV, that'll be a tie, and that'll end up going to Chief Wahoo with a jumping kick for 1 point. Smart, that will be Big Dog Dickerson with a roundhouse kick for 1 point. Ref bump, we're not going to have a ref bump this match. Cheat, we'll go ahead and since we ignored the ref bump, we'll just go ahead and put it on Big Dog Dickerson. He is not a cheat. So is Chief Wahoo favorite? No, he is not. Quick, that will go to, they are both tied, and that'll go to Chief Wahoo with a super kick for 2 points. Specialty, he scored on the last one, so he gets his specialty, which is on the Warpath Power Surge, for 2 points. He is firmly in control of this match as we go to Quick, and that'll be both of them. That'll end up going to Big Dog Dickerson with a knee face driver for 3 points, getting closer to getting back into control of this match. We'll go to Wild Card. And 46 is Chief Wahoo helped? No, he is not. And so Big Dog Dickerson will deliver a big boot that sends Wahoo to the floor for 2 points, and he is getting closer here. Favorite, is he a favorite? Nope, so we'll go ahead and switch it. Is Chief Wahoo strong? On a circle he is. He's on a circle with an iron claw. He will score 1 point and draw even. Cheat, nobody is a cheat. Heavy, nobody is heavy. Crowd starting to get a little restless. Grudge, that will end up going to Big Dog Dickerson. He just got that 3 grudge grade at the beginning of the match. So with a leg twist, he will perform his bronze move and score a point. Mean, is he mean? No. Is Chief Wahoo strong? On a circle, he is on a square, so it does not apply. Wild card, we'll go back to the wild card chart here. And 46, once again, another big boot by Big Dog Dickerson. He is going to go for a pin on a token. So Wahoo needs an 11-43 to kick out, and he will before the ref even puts his hand down to the mat. Favorite, we don't have a favorite. Smart, that will go to Big Dog Dickerson. And with a bionic elbow, he goes for the pin on Chief Wahoo. Wahoo needs 11-23. Ooh, there's a 24. There's one. And 11, he kicks out. This match will continue. Grudge, that goes to Big Dog Dickerson with a stunner, and he gets on the finisher. He goes for his body slam side pile driver, followed by a howl. He needs 11 to 33 to get it. And 32, well, that out of bounds. Went out of the thing. And 12, he gets it. Body slam side pile driver, 1, 2, 3, and a big howl to the moon as Big Dog Dickerson wins this match against Chief Wahoo. Kind of an upset there against the Native American Fred Begay. So let's go down to post-match 6. We'll go to Highlight Reel T since Big Dog Dickerson is the face this match. And Highlight Reel T. 42. Face win results in more choice help for face. Face win results in more choice help, more help for the face. Okay, so what we are going to do, since he gets the help quality now, I have an idea. Who is this lovely lady walking down to the ring? It's B from the C, Beatrice Bryant, and she is loving Big Dog Dickerson as she is clapping on the way down. She grabs him by the arm and leads him to the back, and it looks like she may be his new manager. So Big Dog Dickerson with a big smile on his face, that'll make up for the disparaging comments from the news article he read earlier today. So Big Dog Dickerson with B from the C. We'll go ahead and get set up for our next match of the evening, which will be a female hardcore match between the Snakestress and Lizette Montreal here when we return. All right, wrestling fans, we are ready for our next bout of the evening. This will be a hardcore battle between two women in our federation, Lizette Montreal and the Snakestress. Now, you know, Lizette Montreal and Melanie Mellon have been fighting hard with the Snakestress and Vomitria these past few weeks. And it looks to be a good matchup. As all four of them are going to be taking the ring in our Super Showdown. But tonight, the Snakestress and Lizette Montreal are going to go at a no-holds-barred style. So get a little bit of aggression out of these two. See if they can't hurt each other before the big showdown. So let's go ahead and go to the pre-match and see what happens. We'll go to Highlight Reel O. And 54. Celebrity 1 expresses support for underdog, reduced wrestler's grudge grade by 1. So she is getting a big standing ovation. Lizette Montreal is standing 5'5", 135 pounds from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. She is loving the adulation from the crowd, and she becomes a C or a B-1. So her aggression is starting to go down. That's not something you want when you've had to face the Snakestress. Let's go ahead and get this match underway. Grudge, that's going to end up going to the Snakestress. She's a C0. So with a cheap shot, she will score 1 point. Heavy, Snakestress is not heavy. So does Lizette Montreal have an object? You know what? She brought down that, what'd she bring down? We'll say a bottle of, I was going to say Canadian's Finest, but a face probably wouldn't bring down a bottle of beer. You know what? She's going to reach into her tights and take some powder out and throw it right in the face of the Snakestress for 3 points, temporarily blinding her. Grudge, that'll go to the Snakestress as she gets a hold of Montreal, even though she's blind, and smashes her into the turnbuckle for 2 points and then throws her out of the ring. So let's go to our out of the ring chart here. 5, leading wrestler bashes opponent into the barricade for 1 point. That'll be the Snakestress as she wins the tiebreaker, staying on the outside here. 9, trailing wrestler option to deliver payback blows for a certain amount of points or return to the ring. You know what? No holds barred. She's just going to go ahead and try to get some shots in, and she'll get 1. This action stays on the outsides. We go to a 6, leading wrestler smacks opponent in the side of the ring, so the Snakestress taking advantage again, throwing Montreal into the side of the ring. 7. Leading wrestler slams opponent to the concrete floor for 2 points. Snakestress really getting some licks in here. 8. Leading wrestler pummels opponent onto the announcer's table for 2 points. So a lot of damage done as the Snakestress rolls Montreal back into the ring. Mean. Snakestress is mean. She will score double points on the mean quality. So with a nasty arm bar and then a bite to Montreal. Montreal kicking her feet, flailing her arms. She is in pain. Heavy. Snakestress is not heavy, but is Montreal smart? She is. And she's able to recover with a bionic elbow for 2 points. Specialty, that'll go to Montreal as she performs the Roue de Charret cartwheel kick for 2 points. So starting to gain a little bit of momentum back in this match. Quick, that's going to go to Montreal with a nasty knee face driver. She gets 3 points, and Snakestress is reeling now, trailing. That's going to go to, whoa, both of them are tied, so it's going to go to the favored wrestler. With a comeback surge, she feels the venom running through her veins. She will score 4 points, and she is going to go for her boa constrictor sleeper hold. Needs 11 to 56 to get it. The ref raises the arm of Lizette Montreal. There's 1, there's 2, and Montreal is out as the Snakestress squeezes the life out of her and ends up winning this match. Great hardcore match there between 2 women who do not like each other. So let's go to the post-match, see what happens. 5, we're going to go to highlight reel U. Great match there. Back and forth action. 13, decision changed to a no decision when the heel inadvertently reveals illegal tactic to the referee. That's not going to apply to this match. So let's go ahead and roll again here. 12, decision changed to no decision after evidence produced by good guy. Nope, not going to happen. So Snakestress leaning over the top of Montreal. Melanie Mellon slides into the ring to check on her partner, Vomitria, and the Snakestress with a disgusting display of absolute non-respect for Lizette Montreal and Melanie Mellon as Hank Mcphee celebrates on the outside as well. So good little hardcore match there. A lot of action on the outside of the ring. But we are moving on to our next match of the evening, which will be between 2 tag teams. There'll be a singles match between Yafini El Akid and Colonel Union when we return. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for our next match of the evening. This is for one fall, making his way down to the ring, standing 6'9", 310 pounds, from Riyadh, Dubai. It is the Farouk of Fasha, Yafini El Akid. And he is accompanied to the ring by the Duke of Whirl. And his opponent being accompanied to the ring by Sergeant Slash. He is 1/2 of the military standard, standing 6'2", 240 pounds, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Colonel George W.C. Barrow, better known as Colonel Union. Let's see what happens pre-match. 4, we will go to highlight reel O. And 62, Commissioner makes glowing TV statement about wrestlers, reduce grudge grades of both teams and all hot box members by 2 points. So, Commissioner Howard Shore, could he be playing some mind games here? As you know, he has hosed Colonel Union and Sergeant Slash quite a bit in these past few weeks. So it makes glowing TV statement about wrestlers, reduce grudge grades of all teams and all hotbox allies by 2 points. So are they falling for it? Colonel Union becomes a -1. Yafini El Akid becomes a -2. You know, they're loving these comments by the commissioner as well. Thinking maybe he's got something up their sleeve and they can relax a little bit here. Hopefully Sergeant Slash and Colonel Union stay on top of their game. We all know Commissioner Howard Shore can really play some mind games and some dirty tricks. Trying to adjust my camera angle here. I think I got it messed up somehow. Yeah, we'll see how that does. Alright, switch my markers here. I think they got switched up as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get this match underway as we go to favorite, and that is nobody. Test of strength. If both wrestlers are strong and or powerful, which they are, roll a die until ref break. So one or two, face will score a point. That'll be Colonel Union. 3 or 4, ref breaks a hold. 5 or 6, heel scores 1 point. So they lock up in the middle of the ring, and Colonel Union gets the upper hand early on as he gains a point. 5, Yafini Elakid starts to come right back, lifting his hands up to neutral position. And 4, ref will break a hold. So a little bit of display of power there by both of them. Colonel Union got the upper hand early, and then Yafini Elakid come back, and ref ended up breaking it. Powerful. That'll go to Colonel Union, and he kicks out of that. He recovers after the ref breaks a move for a stretch power bomb for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Heavy. That is going to go to Yafini Elakid, and with a body breaker, he will score 2 points and then try to recover as he tosses Colonel Union out of the ring. Colonel Union laying on the floor. He is trying to recover as well. So both men early on struggling. Yafini Elakid rolls out of the ring. 8. And he picks Colonel Union up and smashes him into the announcer's table for 2 points. And then the ref quickly gets him back into the ring as the Duke of Whirl and Sergeant Slash were starting to come around trying to even things out. But Yafini Elakid gets a cheap shot in, throwing him into the announcer's table. 3, powerful. That's going to go to Colonel Union, and with a face-first pile driver, he will score 3 points. Signature, that'll go to Colonel Union as, actually, if wrestler scored on last fast action card, he did, so that'll end up, ooh, big signature move there. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as he performs the musket masher for his signature move. That'll probably change next time that card ever comes up, but he is going to go for a pin on Yafini Elakid. And Elakid will get the AAA count, and he will kick out before the ref smacks the mat for a 1. Favorite, nobody is favorite, specialty. That'll end up going to Yafini Elakid as he reaches into a treasure chest for an illegal assistance. So, the small treasure chest he brings down to the ring. He opens up, looks like he pulls out some brass knucks, and with Duke of Whirl distracting the referee, he pounds Colonel Union with it. Didn't get all of it, but he got enough to stun him for a moment. TV, that'll go to Colonel Union with a big boot. Recovers big boot for 2 points, and he's going to go for the pin. Elakid needs his 11 to 23 to kick out. There's 1. There's 2. And that is it. That was enough. Yafini Elakid with a big boot to the face. Duke of Whirl beside himself. He doesn't know what happened as Elakid hit Union with those brass knuckles, but did not get the victory. So Colonel Union, Sergeant Slash 2-0 these past couple weeks. As you know, Slash just absolutely destroyed the Duke of Whirl last week. Can Yafini Elakid and the Duke of Whirl get a little bit of revenge before the Super Showdown? You'll have to subscribe and tune in to find out next week. Let's go ahead and see what happens post-match as we're going to go to Highlight Reel X. And 65, Celebrity 2 falls over winning wrestler, reduced wrestler's grudge grade by 1 point. So crowd firmly in hand with Colonel Union and the military standard. You know, they're starting to become a little complacent, though. I wonder what the grudge grade is going to have to get down to before wrestlers are let go when the TV network begins broadcasting. Be interesting to see. Colonel Union and Sergeant Slash are down to -2 points. They're getting kind of complacent. But we're going to clear the ring. The stage hands are going to start bringing out the set for the Honky Tonk Bar, and we will have Hank Mcphee and his fiddle named Ethel here when we return. And welcome back, folks. We have Hank Mcphee in the ring. You know, these past couple of weeks, he has had a mysterious masked person come down to the ring, having a few interviews. I wonder if that masked wrestler will show up this week or if it will be someone else. Let's go ahead and roll down on the guest chart and see who it's going to be. 65. Ooh, it's going to be the Commissioner, Howard Shore. You know, he's got some beef with Tread Whitewall and the Military Standard, of all people, but he is actually in a match with Tread Whitewall at the Super Showdown. Let's see what this interview is going to be about. 66. 66, they are the same because Howard Shore is a heel. So 66S, interview insanity. Roll each on highlight reels O, Q, and J. So this ought to be a good one as Howard Shore has a lot to say. We'll go ahead and go to O and see what happens first. 53, Hotbox Ally of Underdog Wrestler offers disarming comments, reduce ally and underdog grudge grade by 1 point. So that is going to be his younger son, Emerson Shore, coming out. And what was it? 53, Hotbox Ally of Wrestler offers disarming comments, reduce ally and grudge grade by 1 point. So Emerson Shore comes out to stand next to his father out there in the ring. And, you know, he is just absolutely praising his father about how brave he is in facing that nut job Tread Whitewall, and how Howard Shore has just been doing an absolutely amazing job so far in this federation. Emerson Shore is a big fan, and, you know, the crowd obviously disagrees. We'll go to the next highlight reel, which is Q. And 62, Commissioner Outlaw's specialty move of favored wrestler. So he is telling Tread Whitewall, let's find him here. You know, these comments are all directed to Tread Whitewall as he starts training for his match at Super Showdown. And Commissioner Howard Shore is saying, Whitewall, you know, you like to do your little evade where you run around the ring and wear out the opponent, but there is going to be a delay of match stipulation that if you run around, actually no, you are not allowed to run around because Howard Shore wants to put a beating on him, and that is only going to delay things. So Tread Whitewall is not allowed to evade for Super Showdown. Go ahead and make that note here. So these Commissioner Howard Shore really throwing his weight around this week. And again, the crowd is just absolutely, they do not like this Commissioner Howard Shore. So what is next? 66S. So we go to highlight reel J. And 34, guest issues a grudge match challenge to current champion. Oh, so, whew, okay. So, guest issues grudge match challenge to current champion. Champion accepts and is then shown backstage snickering about how easy it will be to win. Increase guest grudge grade by, well, it'll be 2 dice, so both dice added together. So, Commissioner Howard Shore says that, let's see here, current champion accepts. So Howard Shore said, in order to tune up for this match for Super Showdown, next week he wants to face Copacetic in a tune-up match because Howard Shore, you know, he needs someone easy to start off with before he faces Tread Whitewall, and he thinks the easiest wrestler to face off against is going to be Copacetic. Copacetic agrees he's going to go ahead and do it. He is a fighting champion. It'll be for a non-title match. But Commissioner Howard Shore has challenged the champion of Wrestling America Federation in a match in preparation for Super Showdown 1. Now, Copacetic does have his match against Allison Rose going into Super Showdown. So far, you know, this could be, if Copacetic wins, he gets to increase his grudge grade Grudge match challenge. This is going to be a normal rules. You know, Copacetic wins. He can increase his grudge grade even more, and Commissioner Howard Short could backfire to a D. He is not going to have any. He might have some traits on his card, but it's mostly going to be personality type traits. But, you know, if he ends up beating Copacetic, Copacetic may drop his TV grade 1 and give Howard Shore a better chance at winning a Super Showdown. So a lot of intriguing things happening with Commissioner Howard Shore as he goes after Tread Whitewall. So let's go ahead and get set up for our next match of the evening, which will actually be Copacetic and Tucson Jones when we return. All right, welcome back, folks. We are ready for our next match of the evening. Coming down to the ring first, standing 6'5", 260 pounds from Globe, Arizona, it will be Tucson Jones. And making his way down to the ring, the current Wrestling America Federation heavyweight champion, standing 6 foot, 235 pounds from Fortuna, California. He is led to the ring by his manager, Bunny Muncie. It is Copacetic. So let's go ahead and see what happens before the match. We'll go to highlight reel O. And 36. Hotbox ally, a favored wrestler, compliments opponent. Reduce ally grudge grade by 2 points. So Bunny Muncie compliments Tucson Jones about, you know, he's a prospector. So she says he's one of the best prospectors in the Midwest, or in the West, I guess. And being kind of ditzy, she goes, if there's anyone that knows anything about gold, it is Bunny Muncie. Being a little gold digger. Copacetic gets a little bit of a laugh out of that. He's from Fortuna, California as well. So, so we are ready to start this match as Copacetic. You know, he's got to keep his eyes on Howard Shore and Emerson, as those two might be planning some tactics to weaken him up for next week and for Super Showdown. You know, Commissioner Howard Shore could be in line with Allison Rose. We don't know. Let's go ahead and get this match underway as we go signature. Nobody scored on the last fast action card. So highlight reel. We will go to highlight reel A to start this match right off. And we will go to 14. Once we get there, wrestler fakes injury. Then as match is halted, opponent is showboating. Wrestler springs up and clocks the opponent, sending him to the mat. So with Tucson Jones being a heel, I'm going to say he's the one that fakes the injury. Climbed into the ring, stubbed his toe, and was holding it. The referee told Copacetic to back off. Copacetic kind of raising his arms up in the air and getting the crowd behind him, and Tucson Jones clocks him, sending him to the mat. 2 points. Well, dirty tactics by Tucson Jones helped. That's going to be Copacetic as Bunny Muncie, Tucson Jones celebrating. Bunny Muncie goes over and yanks his feet right out from under him. So a little bit of dirty tactic of her own gets Copacetic back in control of this match. Smart. Copacetic is smart. And with a side slam, he will score 2 more points. Wild card. Let's go to the wild card chart here. A lot of back and forth action so far in this ring. Copacetic, lucky Bunny Muncie's out there helping him out, making things a little even. 45. Is Copacetic a cheat? No, he is not. Cheating match causes referee to stop the match. No decision. Grudge match challenge. We'll go to the hot box. So cheating move causes referee to stop the match. No decision. Grudge rematch challenge. Go to hotbox. Don't quite know how to play this because technically Copacetic let's see if this makes any sense. So when we check the wild card chart, it's always checking the favored wrestler. If it would have been yes, that means Copacetic, cheating move backfired, opponent would have scored. But if it's no, then it applies to the opponent So do you think he was the one that caused the cheating move that caused the referee to stop the match? Decisions here. Ooh, you know what I want to do? I'm going to play it that way. Referee stopped the match. And so I've got a little something in mind here. Grudge rematch challenge. Going to the hot box. I'm going to... Tucson Jones is getting onto the mic and says it's time that he is recognized in this organization. He has not had, I don't think he's had any matches so far, and he wants to prove himself at Super Showdown in a normal rules match. He wants to have a normal rules grudge match challenge with anyone in the back who wants to prove themselves out on this stage. Tucson Jones is going to prove it to him, anyone he wants, and out comes Kid Cowboy from Garber, Oklahoma. Kid Cowboy is going to accept that match, and the Cowboy is going to go at it against the Prospector at Super Showdown in a grudge match. So we have another match for the card. Tucson Jones nodding his head in approval. He said he will see Kid Cowboy at Super Showdown. So Copacetic, not too strong of a showing there. And this match was thrown out. Copacetic kind of left wondering what happened, and I guess he's going to go to the back and start getting prepared for his match next week with Commissioner Howard Shore. But that's how things roll here in the Wrestling America Federation. Up next is our match between Kevin Linton and Quang Choi when we return. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for our next match of the evening. It is for one fall. Making his way down to the ring, standing 5'10", 215 pounds from Beijing, China. This is the Chinese Bear, Quang Choi. And his opponent, standing 6'6", 280 pounds from Oma, Mississippi. He is the steamroller, Kevin Linton. You remember these two. Kevin Linton has been playing some jokes on Quang Choi recently, and really getting Choi fired up to the point where he actually attacked his friend Boom Boom Barrington just a couple weeks ago. So we haven't seen Boom Boom Barrington since. Let's see if he makes a surprise appearance tonight as we go to the pre-match, and we will go to highlight reel O. 54, Celebrity 1 expresses support for underdog wrestler. Reduce wrestler's grudge grade by 1 point. So we got some folks in the stands really cheering on Quang Choi tonight for some reason. But that reduces his mood a little bit. He was moody there for a while. I think he was up to about an 8 grudge grade. Kevin Linton is really fired up. He is popular with the crowd and has a 10 grudge grade. So be careful. I think once the TV networks get their hands on things, I think once a wrestler gets to 20, they may get fired for being unstable. But Kevin Linton right now is using aggression to his advantage. Let's see if it helps him tonight as we are set to start this match. TV, that's going to go to Kevin Linton with a quick neck breaker. He will score 2 points and take control of this match. Agile, that will be nobody. Favorite, that is going to go to Kevin Linton. And with a hammer jammer, he will score 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Really in control of this match early on. Is strong. Both of them are strong, so that will go to Quang Choi. And he gets some offense in as he performs a Cobra Clutch Sleeper for 3 points. Grudge, that definitely goes to Kevin Linton as he recovers and nails Quang Choi with a back elbow smash. Quick, Linton is not quick, so we go to Choi. Is Choi heavy? No, he is not. Only 215 pounds. Smart, that will go to nobody. His crowd's starting to get a little restless. Agile, that'll go to nobody. And fans are starting to boo as the action is slowed down. We go to the boo roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as Kevin Linton goes for a pin. Quang Choi is a D, but on the token it is AAA, and he will kick out. Mean submission is both of them mean. They are both mean, so that'll go to Quang Choi. Kevin Linton is strong, so 1 through 4. He gets a point there. 1 through 4 will break the hold. 3. The move is broken, so we continue on. Wild card. Go to the wild card chart here, getting plenty of action tonight. 21 is Kevin Linton favorites. He is in a succession of blows, leaves the opponent unable to continue. Wrestler awarded decision and issues a grudge match challenge. And we go to the hot box once again. So, let's see if it comes up who I think it will. Yes, actually this plays out. Kevin Linton calls out Allison Rose and says, Rose, if you happen to win the title back at Super Showdown, Kevin Linton wants to be in that spot. You know, Allison Rose is one of the top men of the Federation. At the moment, Kevin Linton wants to be the top dog, pretty much completely blowing off Copacetic here. No one is giving Copacetic a chance. So Kevin Linton says, Allison Rose, if you win the title at Super Showdown 1, he is going to be next in line. And I don't really want it to be an object. Well, both of them are mean. And he says, Kevin Linton says he wants to be next in line for the title, and he wants it at the Thursday Throwdown before or right after Super Showdown. He says if Allison Rose does not have the title, it will be an object match. There we go. That works out. So we will go ahead and set that up. So if Allison Rose wins the title at Super Showdown, Kevin Linton wants a title match for the Thursday Throwdown right after. If Allison Rose does not win the title, then he wants an object match against Allison Rose on Thursday Throwdown. So will Allison Rose accept? We'll just have to find out. He is in the building. He's actually due up next. I'm surprised he did not come out and address Kevin Linton. So keep an eye on that as we move on to our main event of the evening, which will be Allison Rose versus Kenicki when we return. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our main event of the evening. This is for one fall. Coming down to the ring, standing 6'6", 300 pounds from South Toledo, Ohio, it is Nuts and Bolts Kenicki. And his opponent, standing 6'11", 375 pounds from Newport, Rhode Island, being accompanied to the ring by Hank Mcphee, the Snakestress, and Vumitria. He is the former Wrestling America Federation heavyweight champion, Allison Rose. We will start off going to highlight reel R and 46 once we get there. 46. Face sent to the mat in mid-statement by heel caused accident with face sprawled on the mat. Heel delivers X number of kicks to the face's body. Score 1 point for each kick. So Allison Rose wasting no time slamming Kenicki to the mat and jumping out to an early lead. Allison Rose with dirty underhanded tactics along with his mates and helped. We're going to go right to the help chart. We go to highlight reel G for Gang. And 65. Choice Gang member takes over for wrestler and finishes match. So Honky Tonk Hank Mcphee convinces Allison Rose to let him get into the ring. Hank Mcphee, he is a wrestler, but he is mostly known for his managing and interview skills. But he said he can take on Kenicki and do Allison Rose's dirty work for him. So he will, as we go to Smart. And that is going to go to Kenicki.
as he nails Hank McPhee with a body chop that kind of reels him a little bit. Favorite. Nobody is favorite. Heavy. That will go to Nick Kenicki as he performs a reverse mat slam for 3 points. So Hank McPhee might be regretting this decision. As quick, that is going to go to Nick Kenicki with a knee face driver for 3 points. Allison Rose kind of beside himself out there. Agile, that's going to go to Hank McPhee. And he gets back in control with the flying somersault DDT for 3 points. Specialty. Since he scored on the last one, he scores on this one as he performs the fiddle sticker hip toss in reverse for 2 points. Nick Kenicki starting to get a little concerned in this match now, as if both wrestlers are strong and or powerful, we have another test of strength. Hank McPhee is strong on a circle. Kenicki is powerful all the time, so this will apply as McPhee gets the upper hand first. And then Nick Kenicki comes back, evens things up, and they break it up. A referee breaks it up as we go to TV. And both of them are C, so it'll go to Nick Kenicki. And with a little body slam, he scores 1 point. So he is staying in this match mean. Kenicki is mean on a square, so that'll go to him. With a meat cleaver elbow, he is getting close to coming to in this match against Hank McPhee, as nobody is a favorite. Heavy, that's going to go to Nick Kenicki. And with a body avalanche, he is going to go for the pin. Hank McPhee out on Dream Street right now. He gets a AAA rating, and he will kick out before the referee can hit one powerful. That's going to go to Nick Kenicki with a press power slam. And he is setting Hank McPhee up for the nuts and bolts knee bar. He needs 11.26. He does not get it. Hank McPhee slithers out of the way. Agile. That is going to go to, well, no. Nick Kenicki does not have Agile, so we flip it. Is Hank McPhee quick? No, he is not. Grudge. That is going to go to Hank McPhee with a quick little mule kick there. He is going to go for the pin. Nick Kenicki will kick out. He will kick you out. Is Hank McPhee quick? No, he is not. And Nick Kenicki, with his specialty, the power drill body slam for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. He goes for the pin. And Hank McPhee will kick out, but he is exhausted. Favorite. Nick Kenicki is not favorite. So we flip it. Is Hank McPhee strong? He's strong, but only on a circle. You know, if Nick Kenicki gets one more pin attempt, that is going to drop Hank McPhee down to 11-13 with two tokens. Cheat. Nobody is a cheat. Mean. That is Nick Kenicki. He's mean on a square. And with a hair pull slam, he slams McPhee down to the mat and goes for the pin. McPhee needs an 11-13 to kick out. 21, there's 1. There's 2. 21, this match is over. Nick Kenicki pulls the upset over Honky Tonk Hank McPhee. Allison Rose beside himself out there as Hank McPhee got way too cocky. Said he could take Nick Kenicki since he's a nobody. Nick Kenicki ends up pulling off the upset. Let's see what happens post-match as we go to Highlight Reel X. Oh, face to the mat can really give you some enjoyment. 55. We are going to go to Highlight Reel Y. 32. Defeated wrestler reveals clever scheme that captivates TV audience. Increase wrestler's TV grade by 1 letter grade. Hank McPhee reveals clever scheme that captivates the TV audience. Ooh, okay. So, let's see here. Allison Rose, Vomitria, and the Snakestress jump into the ring and starts just absolutely berating Hank McPhee as he stands in the middle there and just takes it. And he says, he puts his finger up in the air and said he's got an idea. he goes down and grabs his fiddle named Ethel, and he just starts sawing away at it. He has got this crowd. He has got this crowd. First off, they are laughing at him. They are really getting on his case. But you know what? His fiddle playing is so good, he starts to woo the audience, captivate them. Allison Rose and Mcphee and the Snakestress really don't know what to do, but they start stomping their feet right along to the music, right along to the crowd, and Hank Mcphee sends this crowd home with a little impromptu concert. So, the TV audience is captivated. Hank Mcphee increases his TV grade by 1 letter. So, fans may be starting to get behind Honky Tonk. Wrong screen there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Get the slide off so it doesn't blind everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that show. That was a lot of fun. A lot of twists and turns happening. We got Kid Cowboy versus Tucson Jones in a grudge match. We got Kevin Linton challenging Allison Rose, determined by the outcome of their Rose's Super Showdown match. We've got Howard Shore facing Copacetic next week in a tune-up match in order to get ready for his match with Tread Whitewall. We got Hank Mcphee playing a little concert out there. What else we got? We've got Stephen Mcphee and the Snakestress and Mellon in Montreal in a grudge match at Super Showdown, as well as probably a tag team championship match coming up. So hope you guys enjoyed the episode tonight. A lot of confusion going on there, a lot of things happening, but hey, Super Showdown is really whipping up to be a good show. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss it. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's video. If you did, I ask you please like. That does a lot for me, and letting me know people like it, and motivate me to keep going. I'm having a lot of fun with this, and I hope you guys are too. But until next time, guys, have a great night. Thank you very much for watching. God bless.